Next thing we're going to talk about is basically recognize identities, conditional, and inconsistent equations. So sometimes we have an equation and we go through the process of solving this. As you can see, the fact that I don't like, I've got multiple variables. They're on different sides of my equation. Before I can start moving stuff, I'm going to go ahead and distribute. So I'll multiply the coefficient by each term inside my parentheses. And then now to solve this, I need to get my variables on the same side. So I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. When I do that, I get 2 is equal to 3. Well, anytime your variables cancel, you have a special type of solution. And in an example like this, if these two numbers are equal to each other, then your answer is all real numbers. But if they're not equal to each other, then your answer is no solution. Which brings us to the different types. So let's look at the different types. There are 3 different types. Conditional. Conditional basically means this. Our variable, x, okay, x in an equation is conditional. There are some values for x that will make it true. There are some values for x that will not make your equation true. So a conditional statement is this, when you get x is equal to 4. So if you solve an equation, you get an answer of 4. 4 is the value that makes that true. X could be 5, x could be -3, x could be 0. Those are values that make it not true. So it's conditionally true. Okay, so what you will get is you will get one solution. So again, here's the name of the equation. Here's what our answer looks like, and that means we get one solution. Identity is a little different. In identity is basically this. That's the type of equation. What will happen with identity is when you solve for your variable, you get a statement of equality based on what's left. So it could look like -5 is, or 5 is equal to 5, -3 is equal to -3. Okay, anytime you get this, when you're solving an equation, your answer is all real numbers. So x can be anything to make your equation true. So all real numbers, anytime you have identity, that's going to be your solution. You could also say there are infinitely many solutions, but a lot of times we just say our answer is all real numbers. Lastly, we're going to talk about something that's inconsistent, which is the example that we just had, where I think in the last one we had 2 is equal to 3. So 2 is equal to 3, or -5 is equal to 5. So if there is a statement of equality that's not true, then you have something that's inconsistent. And like we talked about in our last example, our answer would be no solution. So here are the different types: conditional, identity, inconsistent. This is what the answers look like after you solve for your variable. And then here are the different answers that go along with those different types of equations.